Close your eyes. Let the soft rain fall. Here is an old tale from long, long ago. Beneath the wide sky in an age now past, a demon and a goddess both longed to learn. They studied with a hermit wise and old. For knowledge and magic, their young hearts yearned. Riamasor the demon and Makala fair, two clever students equal and bright. Their teacher loved them both the same and set them a task by the morning light. Bring me a glass full of morning dew, and I'll turn it to crystal, a wonder untold. Its keeper may wish for whatever they dream, a jewel of power, more precious than gold. The demon gathered from leaf and from blade, morning by morning, but the glass stayed dry. He wiped at the dewdrops with all of his might, yet the water escaped him, no matter he tried. But Makala thought with a far-seeing mind. She pressed soft wood to the dew on the green, soaking it deep, then squeezing it out till the glass brimmed full, the cleverest scene. Breathe in slow, let the story unwind. The gentlest of wisdom is patient and kind. The hermit was pleased, he smiled at her grace. You are the wiser, he softly proclaimed. He shaped the dew to a shimmering jewel, and into her keeping the crystal was named. Lift it and swing it, your wish will come true. You'll soar through the heavens, cut through the air. She raised up the crystal and swung it up high, and flew toward the ocean without any care. Too late came the demon, his own glass now filled. You've come past the hour, the old hermit sighed. The crystal is given, my magic is spent. And Riamasor wept, and he wailed and he cried. Do not grieve, grandchild, the hermit then said. Take up this axe, seek the goddess on high. She loves the soft rain and to dance in the clouds. Cast it and catch her up there in the sky. The demon flew upward on shadowy wings, but Makala saw him and knew his intent. She lifted the crystal and swung it up bright, and higher toward heaven she went. Breathe in slow, there's no need to fear. It's only a story, and morning is near. He glimpsed the bright flash, shut his eyes, hurled the axe. It roared through the heavens, but flew wide and lost. And so it still happens each time the storms come. The flash and the thunder forever are crossed. When rain fills the sky and the lightning shines white, that's Makala's crystal still swinging up there. And the deep rolling thunder, that echoing sound, is the demon's old axe, flung out through the air. So rest now, dear one, and listen with ease to the soft distant thunder, the rain in the trees. It's only an old tale, the the storms like to keep. Now close your eyes gently and drift off to sleep.
Close your eyes and let the night grow still. Here's a story, told slow and warm. By a quiet shore where the waters sighed, an old keeper lived, where the cliffs meet the tide. A crooked little house, a lantern up high, he lit at each dusk as the gulls said goodbye. His name was forgotten by most of the town. They only knew the light that never went down. Through the years he stayed, through storm and through frost, turning the flame for the ones who were lost. One winter night, when the wind cut cold, a small boat drifted, its sails all old. A girl at the oars, half frozen and afraid, chasing a home that the sea had betrayed. The keeper saw her from up on the hill. He raised the flame and he held it still. Down through the rocks and the black churning foam, the little light called the lost boat home. Breathe in slow, let the fear drift away. The dark always breaks at the edge of the day. He wrapped her in wool by the fire's soft glow, told her of tides and the things sailors know. She spoke of a village swept off in the gale, of family and friends, and the end of her tale. The keeper grew old, his hands were now slow. The girl learned to trim and to tend to the glow. Season by season she stood by his side, until she became the new keeper of the tide. When the old man rested his last quiet night, she climbed to the tower and lifted the light. For every lost soul on the merciless sea, she kept the flame burning as steady as he. So the light lives on, from a hand to a hand, a promise still glowing, where the sea meets the land. Now rest your head, the story is done. The lantern still turns for each wandering one. Wherever you drift, however you roam, there's always a light that will call you home. Sleep now. The keeper holds the flame until the morning calls your name. Sleepy Hollow. The Headless Horseman. Close your eyes, let the autumn winds sigh. Here's an old tale from a valley of gold. In a quiet green hollow by the Hudson's wide flow, where the willows hang low and the mist settles deep, there's a drowsy old village where the days drift along and the legends grow long as the shadows that creep. Now Ichabod Crane was the schoolmaster there, a tall, lanky fellow with a hunger to rise. He dreamed of fair Katrina, of her father's rich land, of a life fine and grand, shining bright in his eyes. By the fire they would whisper of a ghost in the night, a horseman who rode with no head on his neck, a soldier long fallen in a war long ago, searching high, searching low, through the dark and the fleck. One night at a gathering, warm cider and song, Ichabod danced till the candles burned low. But his heart, it was broken when Katrina said no, and out he must go through the cold moonlit snow. Breathe in slow, it's a tale, nothing more, just the wind at the window, the creak of the door. Through the shadowy woodland his old horse plodded on, when a shape in the darkness came riding behind, a cloaked silent rider, so broad and so tall, no head there at all, only night unaligned. Ichabod spurred forward, his heart in his throat, to the bridge by the churchyard he raced through the gloom, for the legend had promised the ghost couldn't cross, but he heard the hoofs toss and the thunderous boom. Breathe in slow, you are safe and you're warm, it's only a story to soften the storm. When the morning came golden, they found but his hat, and a shattered old pumpkin cast down by the stream, of the schoolmaster after no word and no trace, just an empty old place and the end of a dream. So they say to this evening when the autumn winds moan, that the horseman still rides where the covered bridge lies, but you're cozy and drowsy far away from that glen, safe from horseman and pen, with the calm in your eyes. So rest now, dear one, let the legend stay small, just a whisper of autumn, a leaf in its fall. It's only an old tale, the hollow will keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep. Rip Van Winkle. The long sleep. Close your eyes. Let the mountains grow still. Here is an old tale from the valleys of green. In the Catskill Mountains, long years ago, where the Hudson runs wide and the tall pines sway, lived a kind old fellow with an easy heart, Rip Van Winkle, who let the world drift away. He'd help every neighbor, he'd tell every tale. The children adored him, the dogs knew his name. But his own little farm fell to weeds and to rust, and his wife's weary scolding was always the same. One golden afternoon, to escape from it all, he shouldered his musket and climbed to the height, with his faithful dog Wolf up the green rolling slopes, till the valley below him grew small in the light. As the evening came soft, a strange voice called his name. A small silent man in old clothing so quaint, carrying a keg up the shadowy glen. Rip followed him upward, his footsteps grew faint. In a hollow they came to a curious sight. Odd little men bowling, so solemn, so still. They played at their game with a thunderous roll that echoed and rumbled all over the hill. Breathe in slow, let the strangeness unwind. It's only a dream of a far gentler kind. They handed him a cup of a shimmering brew. He sipped and he sipped, oh the sweetness, the deep, and a heaviness gathered behind his tired eyes, till he laid himself down in a long, quiet sleep. When he opened his eyes, it was morning once more, but his musket was rusted, his dog was now gone. His beard had grown long, silver white to his chest, and the world he remembered had somehow moved on. He wandered down slowly to the town that he knew, but the faces were strangers, the houses were new. The old king's bright banner no longer flew high. Now a flag of bold stars waved across the wide blue. 20 long years had drifted away, while he slept in the mountains through seasons and snow.
nation was born while he dreamed the years by, and all the old world he had loved was let go. Breathe in slow, there's no need to weep. Some journeys are gentle as sinking to sleep. His daughter still knew him. She took him back home, and he told his strange story to all who would hear, of the little men bowling, the thunder, the brew, and the 20 lost years that had all disappeared. So he sat by the fire in the evening's soft glow, a teller of tales in the land grown anew, and the roll of the thunder in the mountains at night was those old silent bowlers still playing on through. So rest now, dear one, let your own eyes grow deep. May your dreams be as gentle, though not quite as steep. It's only an old tale the mountains still keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep. Rip Van Winkle, The Long Sleep. Close your eyes, let the mountains grow still. Here's an old tale from the valleys of green. In the Catskill Mountains, long years ago, where the Hudson runs wide and the tall pines sway, lived a kind old fellow with an easy heart, Rip Van Winkle, who let the world drift away.
Johnny Appleseed, the wandering planter. Close your eyes, let the meadows grow calm. Here's a kind tale from the old frontier days. Long ago in the springtime of a young growing land, walked a gentle barefoot fellow with a sack on his back. No shoes on his feet, just a pot for a hat. And that's where he sat when he wandered his track. John Chapman they called him, but the children all knew the name Johnny Appleseed, the friend of the wild. He'd scatter his seeds down the valleys and streams, growing orchards from dreams like a wide wandering child. Through Ohio and westward, over hill, over hill, he planted his apples where the settlers would come. He asked for no payment, just a corner to sleep and a story to keep by the fire's soft hum. He was gentle with creatures, with the deer and the bee. He'd not harm a mosquito, so tender his heart. He shared what he carried with the poor and the lost, never counting the cost, doing more than his part. Breathe in slow, let the kindness sink deep. The gentlest of souls plant the seeds that we keep. Where he walked came the blossoms, pink and white in the sun, and the pioneers followed to the fruit he had grown. Whole valleys of apple trees, fragrant and sweet, where the weary could meet, and never alone. Year by year he kept walking, growing old on the road. His beard long and silver, but his eyes still so bright. A friend to the stranger, a light in the wild, ever gentle and mild, through the day and the night. Breathe in slow, let your worries all cease. Some wanderers carry a soft kind of peace. Now the orchards still blossom where his footsteps once fell, and the apples grow heavy on the boughs every year. A gift from a wanderer with love in his hand, spread wide through the land, far and near, far and near. So rest now, dear one, like a seed in the ground. May you wake to the springtime, safe and sound. It's only a kind tale the orchards still keep. Now breathe soft and slow, and drift off to sleep. Johnny Appleseed, the wandering planter.
Pecos Bill, the cowboy of the West. Close your eyes, let the desert wind ease. Here's a tall tale from the old Wild West. Way out in Texas, where the sagebrush grows, by the Pecos River, where the warm wind blows, a wagon rode westward with a baby so small, but he bounced out in awe near the canyon's tall wall. The family rolled onward, never knowing he'd gone, and the little lost baby, he just carried on. A pack of wild coyotes took him in for their own, and they raised him alone till the wild boy had grown. howled at the night sky, thought he ran on all fours, till a cowboy came riding, and he told him one day, "You're a man, come away, ride the cowboy's own way." Oh, Bill grew the greatest of the cowboys around. He could ride any creature that walked on the ground. He used a great rattlesnake as a rope for his steer, and he showed not a fear, far and near, far and near. Breathe in slow, let the tall tale run free. There's a grin in the wonder, so easy, so easy. Now they say that one evening a great twister came through, and Bill leapt right upon it like a bronc he could subdue. He rode that wild cyclone across 3 whole states, through the desert's wide gates, tempting all of the fates. He wrestled that storm till it rained itself calm, and it settled so gentle in the palm of his palm, where it poured out its water. So the old stories tell, carve the valley so well, hill and dell, hill and dell. Breathe in slow, let the prairie grow still. Just a warm, silly story of old Pecos Bill. So they still tell his stories 'neath the wide western sky, of the cowboy of legend and the days rolling by, raised up by coyotes who rode on the storm, by the campfire so warm, safe and warm, safe and warm. So rest now, dear one, let the desert grow deep. May you dream of wild horses and canyons to keep. It's only a big tale the prairie will keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep.
Paul Bunyan, the giant lumberjack. Close your eyes, let the pine forest hush. Here is a tall tale from the great north woods. In the deep frozen forests of the old northern land was a baby so mighty, so wondrously grand. Paul Bunyan they named him, and he grew in a day, taller than the treetops that swayed on their way. It took 5 great storks just to bring him to home, and a wagon of blankets for the giant to roam. When he laughed, all the fish jumped clear out of the lake. Oh, the whole world would shake for the young giant's sake. In the winter of blue snow, he found a small friend, a great big blue ox that he loved to the end. Babe grew tall as a mountain, as blue as the sky,
and they wandered on by this giant and guy. Paul swung a great axe that no man could lift. He cleared out whole forests swift, oh so swift, where he dragged his big axe. So the tall stories say the Grand Canyon lay carved out in a day. Breathe in slow, let the tall tale grow wide. There's a smile in the wonder, so settle inside. When Babe's giant footprints sank deep in the ground, and the rain filled them over, 10,000 were found. The Great Lakes of the North, so the old loggers tell, were the tracks where he fell, and they filled up so well. His griddle was so huge that to grease it upright, men would skate with big hams through the cold northern night. And the pancakes he ate, why they towered up high, nearly touching the sky. Oh my, oh my. Breathe in slow, let the giant grow dim. Just a warm, silly story, a soft northern hymn. So they still tell his stories round the campfire's glow, of the giant and blue ox and the pine and the snow, and the mountains and rivers that he shaped with his hand, all across the wide land. Grand and grand. So rest now, dear one. Let the tall tale grow deep. May you dream of blue oxen and forests to keep. It's only a big tale the North would still keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep.
John Henry, the steel-driving man. Close your eyes. Let the mountain grow still. Here is an old tale of a strong, gentle man. Long ago, in the days of the railroad's great climb, when they carved through the mountains, line by line, there was born a strong baby with a hammer in hand, the strongest in the land, so the old stories stand. John Henry they called him, with a heart big and true, a steel-driving man, and the best that they knew. He'd swing his great hammer from the dawn to the night, with a rhythm so right, with a power, with might. He drove the steel spikes through the hard mountain stone, making way for the railroad through the deep and unknown, with a song on his lips and his true love nearby, 'neath the wide open sky, swinging strong, swinging high. Then one day came a salesman with a steam-driven drill. It can outwork your man
it can outwork your will. But John Henry stood tall, and he shook his strong head. I'll beat that machine, so the steel driver said. Breathe in slow, let the story ring clear. There's a strength in the softness, so settle in here. So they lined up that morning, the man and machine, by the mouth of the tunnel, the hardest they'd seen. John Henry swung steady, his hammer flew fast, making history last. Oh, the die had been cast. Through the long dusty hours, he drove deeper and true. And when evening came falling, oh, the mountain broke through. John Henry had won, he had beaten the steam, fulfilling his dream by the strength of his dream. Breathe in slow, let the mountain wind sigh. Some heroes grow gentle in the sweet by and by. But he'd given his all, every ounce of his might, and he laid down his hammer in the soft fading light. With his love by his side, in the mountain's warm glow, he rested there low, letting go, letting go. So they still sing his story, where the railroad lines run, of the steel driving man and the work that he done. A legend of strength and of heart pure and grand, the steel driving man of the land, of the land. So rest now, dear one, like a hero at ease. Let the mountain wind carry you, soft through the trees. It's only an old tale the railroads still keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep. The Firebird, a tale from Russia. Close your eyes, let the snow softly fall. Here's an old tale from a far frozen land. In a kingdom of winter, where the Tsar ruled his lands, grew a garden of apples, all golden and bright. But each night in the darkness, a thief would slip through, and by morning's first light, one more apple took flight. So the youngest brave prince kept his watch through the cold, 'neath the silvery moonlight, so patient, so still. When a great glowing bird came aflame through the air, feathers burning so fair, on the crest of the hill. The firebird shimmered like a sunrise at night, and the prince reached to catch her as she rose from the tree. But she slipped through his fingers, and away she did soar, leaving one feather more, glowing bright, wild and free. With that feather of fire, the young prince rode away, over mountains and forests, through the deep and the wide, on a gray wolf so faithful, who could speak like a man, and who walked by his side, a true friend and a guide. Breathe in slow, let the firelight glow. Some journeys grow gentle the further we go. Through castles of danger and through gardens of gold, the prince and the grey wolf sought their treasure and prize, a horse with a gold mane and a maiden so fair, with the dawn in her hair and the stars in her eyes. Fair Vasilisa, so lovely and kind, with a heart brave and gentle as the prince's own heart. And the firebird watched over their long winding way, lighting nighttime to day, never far, not apart. Breathe in slow, let the cold melt away. The warmest of endings comes after the fray. So they rode to the kingdom in the soft morning glow, the prince and his maiden, and their journey now done. And the firebird circled once high overhead, then away she was sped, like the flame of the sun. So rest now, dear one, in the warm firelight. Let the glow of the firebird carry you through the night. It's only an old tale the winter winds keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep.
Isunboshi, the 1-inch boy, a tale from Japan. Close your eyes, let the lantern glow soft. Here is an old tale from the islands of green. Long ago in Japan lived a couple so kind, who longed for a child through the long, lonely years. They prayed to the heavens for a son of their own, and their wish became known, and it answered their tears. But the child that they cradled was a wonder to see, no bigger than a thumb, oh so tiny and small.
Isenboshi, they named him, the little 1 inch. But he feared not an inch. He stood proud, stood tall. When he grew,
though he stayed just an inch all the same,
he set off for the city to make his own way, with a needle for a sword and a bow for a boat, down the river afloat on a bright shining day. With a chopstick for an oar, he rowed down the wide stream to a great lord's fine palace, where he asked to serve. And they loved the brave boy, though so wondrously small. He was braver than all, with his heart and his nerve. Breathe in slow, let the small one grow bold. The tiniest heart can be braver than gold. He became the companion of the Lord's gentle child, a princess so kind, and he guarded her way. Till one day on the road came a fearsome bunny. Green and dreadful was he, come to carry away. But brave Isenboshi drew his needle so bright, and he leapt at the giant, though he stood but an inch. He was swallowed up whole, yet he fought from within, with his needle so thin, and he made the beast flinch. The honey fled howling, and it dropped from its hand a magical mallet, a wish-granting prize. The princess swung it gently for the brave little man, and he grew as wishes can, tall and fine for her eyes. Breathe in slow, let the wish now come true. The gentlest of magic is waiting for you. Now a fine, handsome fellow, brave and true through and through, he married the princess in the soft cherry glow, and they lived on in gladness through the seasons and years, free from sorrows and fears, warm and gentle and slow. So rest now, dear one, like the small, brave and true. May the tiniest courage grow mighty in you. It's only an old tale the cherry trees keep. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep.
Anansi and the Sky God's Stories. A tale from Ghana. Close your eyes, let the warm night grow calm. Here is an old tale from the lands of the sun. Long ago, all the stories in the whole wide world belonged to the sky god kept high up above. Not a tale to be told, not a story to share, locked away up there, out of reach, out of love. Now Anansi the spider, so clever and small, looked up at the heavens and he made up his mind. I will bring down those stories for the people below, so their evenings may glow with the tales of their kind. So he spun a fine thread up to heaven's high door, and he asked the great sky god for the stories to keep. But the price seemed impossible for creatures to bring, each a dangerous thing, fierce and mighty and deep. First the python so mighty, long as any tall tree. So Anansi took a branch and he wondered aloud, "Are you longer than this? I am sure that you're not." Till the proud python got all stretched out, long and proud. When the python stood straight to prove he was long, clever Anansi bound him with the silvery thread. Then the hornets he tricked with a false gentle rein, and the leopard so vain into cleverness led. Breathe in slow, let the clever one win, the gentlest of wisdom can outwit the din. One by one he outsmarted every fierce mighty thing, not with strength, not with battle, but with quick, clever mind. And he carried them up on his silvery thread. To the sky god he said, "Here's the four that you assigned." The great sky god was stunned, for the spider had won. So he gave all the stories to the small clever one. "From this day they are yours, and the world's evermore." And Anansi did soar back to earth with his store. Breathe in slow, every tale that you know came down on a thread from the heavens' warm glow. So they call them Anansi tales to this very day, for the clever small spider who brought them our way. Every story you're told by the fire's soft light on this warm, gentle night is his gift, shining bright. So rest now, dear one, in the fire's warm glow. Let the stories, Anansi, spun carry you slow. It's only an old tale the spider still keeps. Now breathe soft and slow and drift off to sleep.